Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of my single-player Let's Play. So, between episodes, I'm obviously down in a mining cave because I'm trying to make, I pulled it out already. I needed ender dust because I need to make more ender pearls because I don't have an ender pearl farm yet. I should really work on that. Maybe once I get this whole WOOT thing figured out, we'll work on that. Although, with what I plan on doing today, maybe it won't be necessary. So today we're going to hook up this WOOT thing, which I think we just need to put some power in the bottom, and right there. And then we need to put an inventory in the front. Also, what I want to do today is I have the environmental tech guide because I want to put together the void ore miner. Getting kind of tired of mining. I also have done a little bit of work between episodes with the village, not a whole ton. Wool. That's the hardest thing for me to get is wool because I don't have any kind of way to get a bunch of string. But for some reason, some of the villagers keep suffocating for no reason. I don't know why they're suffocating, but just been giving them some stuff. Nothing too extreme. Wool, furnace, and some ladders. I also added to be built, so they're currently building them. I need to put speed on this suit because it's so slow. This is a mine back here, I think, right? Yeah, mine. So he's working on that. And then I also put on this side of the village string. Right here, this is a bakery. So I put a bakery here. So both those buildings are now in the queue to be built, so they're working on those. I'll probably just keep giving them resources between episodes. It's really just kind of boring to just continue to give them resources. There is, as I was looking at Mine Colony, there is like a forge. There's a quarry, and it doesn't have a crafting recipe. There's a fisherman's hut. They changed the recipes because apparently we updated, so now all of the recipes require a building tool, which I was given in the first structure, the supply crate thing, the supply cargo thing. So they gave me this to start with, so, and it's not expensive anyway, but it doesn't actually use it, it's just required. But there's also a forge. But the forge isn't craftable yet, so I'm assuming that's a future thing. So I don't know exactly yet. So, because I would think a forge would be able to craft things for me, which would be nice so that I didn't have to, because they have tons of wood in the chests over in the storage house thing, but they can't craft anything yet, so I don't know. I haven't figured it all the way out yet. Still working with it. Let's see what happens. Right now, I need, actually, we'll go ahead and make both these ender pearls. Because what I want, as you can see, I set up a white ender chest here. See, white. Forgot what I was doing. There we go. So two. Iron and obsidian, or iron and ender pearls, obsidian. We'll make vibrant alloys, I think, right? Pulsing iron. Yeah, pulsating iron out. Put that, you get 9 nuggets, as you do. And then you get some conduit binders. Put these, oops. Okay. And that, and you get item conduits from Ender.io. The item conduits, the reason I went with item conduits versus a hopper is these are just faster and you can speed them up. So they're faster by default than a hopper, but like they're also just, you can speed them up. So this, I'm planning on using the white ender chest for the quarry. I don't know if the mining laser quarry like stops if the inventory's full, or if I need to like monitor that. So I'll have to look at that. So what we're gonna need, well, let's do, I got power conduits. Let's get a chest. Oh yeah, between episodes. Sawmill, because I wanted to get, oops, that was smooth. I wanted to get more wood out of my wood. I also made a redstone furnace so that I can make hardened glass, because you, like, most of the alloys, like Invar and stuff, I can make in this, but I couldn't make hardened glass in that, so I made this. And the sawmill is a really simple recipe. It's just iron gear, 2 wood, 2 copper gears, a redstone reception coil, which is just golden redstone, and a machine casing, which is 4 iron, a 10 gear, and 4 glass. Gears aren't hard, they're just 1 iron surrounded by whatever material you needed the gear out of. So I made the sawmill and induction smelter, which is all Invar. Invar is in the I made it in the alloy smeltery. 1 nickel, 2 tin. Okay, or I'm sorry, 1 nickel, 2 iron gets you 3. So I made a bunch of that, so I have some of that. And I'm throwing drills. Right here. So I had lots of nickel. I just used like 16 nickel and half stack of iron, just made a bunch of Invar. Just because it's nice to have some of. The reason I did that is because I wanted a flux capacitor to charge my, it'll charge my drill and my armor, but it has to stay on my hotbar. So that's the only downside. I could have used a battery from actually additions. And I could have got a good, like, tier 1 holds 1 million, double battery holds 2. And then, like, to get any farther, I'd need the empowerer, which I'll make soon. We'll see how quickly I get done what I plan on getting done. Maybe we'll do it this episode or not. We'll see. This episode or next. We'll get into the empowerer. But, like, so, like, triple battery holds 4 million RF. But, like, this is tier 3 of the flux capacitor. So, like, lead, real simple, lead, copper, sulfur, which I was getting sulfur already from a couple other things I was doing, so I had sulfur. So this was easy, that's tier 1, and by default, that holds 1 million. Then, tier 2 holds 4, okay, and that required Invar. Okay, no problem. Flux capacitor tier 3 required Electrum, which is just gold and silver in the alloy smeltery. This was the only thing I needed the induction smelter for, was hardened glass. Because there's lots of hardened glass now. There didn't used to be. There used to just be like 1 type, and it was like 1 lead for 4 obsidian dust. Now there's like copper, tin, silver, aluminum, nickel. You can basically any metal and 4 obsidian dust, which 4 obsidian dust is just, well, I didn't know there was an obsidian ingot, is just 1 obsidian in a sack. Gets you 4. So 1 piece of obsidian and 1 piece of metal of any form gets you 2 hardened glass. And this just required 1 for the flux capacitor. They changed the texture. I don't know how I feel about the change in the texture. It looks like the flux capacitor now, so maybe that's why they changed the texture, but I liked the old texture, honestly. So, like, and this one holds 9 million RF, and this is the tier 3, whereas the tier 3 of the battery only held 4 million. So, like, there's still 1, 2 more, and this holds 25 million RF. Now, that is not the best battery. The best battery is this one. Let's see if I can find it real quick. It's, I wish I remembered what it was called. I assume it's still in Draconic Evolution. I haven't actually checked, so it might not be. Here it is, okay. Yeah, they are called flux capacitors. I think it's this one. It's the best. 256 million RF is held by this one. And this is the Draconic version. Whereas this one is the down tier, and that's still 64 million RF. And you can upgrade these still to RF capacity. So you can upgrade their RF capacity. Like the small one, is 64 million RF. So, you know, just saying, those are much higher. But I don't have the Draconic ore right now for that, so we're not doing that right now. I'm gonna, between episodes, I think I'm gonna add Vibrant Crystals. My only issue is that's an emerald a piece. Now I have one, so I only need 3 more, but actually I have 3 more, technically, but we'll see. So I am gonna add power to these. So let's get WOOT set up here. Give me a second, let me come back and get the world to load, okay? Okay, I'm back. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Oh, that's interesting. Flux capacitor will charge a capacitor bank. Good to know. So I made a capacitor bank real quick. Reason being, so I want to hook the WOOT thing up to the solar panel, okay? But I don't want it hooked to the main grid, because, like, it'll just kind of pull power forever, and that's not really necessary. I just kind of want it, like, it'll charge it during the day. If it runs out over the night, it doesn't really matter too much. So I think what to do is you put this here. Again, I don't really know. I've never played with this before now. So, and then we're gonna put some conduits here. I guess we should, yeah, it's not too bad. We can come down here. Don't mind me, just wiring. Okay, so hypothetically, this should be running. I think. Yeah. Spawning 1 mob every 320 ticks. So... yeah. This seems like a lot of RF. Let's see what happens. If this ends up being like a horrible drain on our resources, we'll find out. As long as I have like a good gain in here, it really doesn't matter. We're losing power here, and I'm not even running anything. This might not be good. What if I unhook this from that line? I should really make the Yeta wrench for this mod, just like, that way I don't have to break it with a drill. Not that it's a big deal to break these with a drill, but like, it's just easier to break them with like the thing intended. So if I put this here, run cable here, so that's draining 1,000 RF a tick. That's crazy. That's not what I was expecting. Maybe this isn't as overpowered as I thought it was. It obviously requires much more RF a tick than I thought. Breaking even now, apparently. So that's good. We'll see what happens, I guess. If this gets us like a good amount of what we need, then okay, we're good, but I'm not sure. Oh, it's got an internal buffer. Maybe it's just filling up that. lots more upgrades installed. So, I don't know. We'll look into that. Right now, what I want to do is I want to try and get the miner. Or I want to at least get all the pieces to the miner. I wonder if does the book tell me how much the miner draws? Let's see. Tier 1 dirt does 400 ticks. Energy buffer of 1,000,000. Costs 320,000 RF per duration. So that's like every 400 ticks, is my understanding. 320. And the solar panel, tier 1, made 720. I want to make 4,000. So we probably can't run this full force right away. It'll be really slow. At that much power. Well, hell, even tier 2 can't run that. 4,000 to 320,000. That's a lot of power. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised by that, considering. I mean, it's basically making things out of nothing. I guess I'm debating if I want to set up a quarry first, like a builder. I guess I can do that first, and then once we get a good amount of resources, we can do that. So what I want to make is another solar panel, because I want a solar array to run that. So I need 4 structure blocks. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to need more quartz glass too. Let's just do like that much. I don't know if that's the right amount or not, but we're going to find out. Oops, no. Oops, okay. Pretty sure it's... You take this and that. Yep, I'm getting rich sand. See if that's enough. If not, it won't be, but we'll see. Do I have lapis? Can't remember. Yeah, I did find lapis. Okay. So we're going to make... environmental. So we need tier 1 structure blocks. We'll require some gold. We need what? 16? Yeah, 16, 9, and 4. So 16 of these. That's 8. Ooh. I might be 1 gold short, and in that case I'm going to be upset. Yep, sure am. Dang. That is upsetting. I'm going to have to go find gold. Okay. So what if we make the builder first? Let's see. If I make a builder block, I need 4 blocks. I need ender pearls. So I might have to go mining real quick because I might not have... Oh, I do have... Okay, so I at least have this. So let's make the builder real quick. I need clay. Which I'm sure I have clay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get that. I need 3 redstone, 2 lapis, some gold nuggets, some iron. Got redstone. See, I'm low on redstone too because I put a lot of put a bunch of speed on my flint maddox so I can mine. Oh, I forgot to show you guys that. So I changed this tree thing over here between episodes because I was doing stuff with the villagers and they require a lot of wood. So I made this like a fancy like thing. So it's all nice now. It's pretty nice. I like it. It didn't take me long. I made a swapping wand from more tool or not enough wands. That's what it is. Right? Did I put it away? Must have put it in the miscellaneous chest. But it allowed me to change the dirt to cobblestone. It apparently, I didn't know this, it apparently does silk touch. So I got grass blocks. So I'll have to use those at some point for something. I don't know. Decorative. I don't know. Not a decorative person. We'll find out what happens with the grass burrows. It also made me get some leaves by accident when I right-clicked while the trees were growing. Like, so now if I can just get something to auto-chop these trees down. And I know I have the, like, guy over in the mine colony, but he's so slow. He is really slow, though. I mean, and maybe I'm upgrading his hut right now, like it's working on it. And maybe upgrading him, because I can give him a better axe as he gets upgraded. That maybe, whoops, fell. Maybe he'll be faster, maybe it's just his axe that's slowing him down. But all I know is that he takes too freaking long. It's ridiculous. The longest part about this is I have to replant all the trees, and my inventory's full. That's a side effect. I didn't even think to look to see if my inventory was full before I started doing this. Oh, and I found out that my roof inside the house was not lit very well. Because apparently a creeper spawned up there. And like I walked in to do some crafting. And I turned to the crafting table and I hear drop. And I turn around and there's a creeper wandering towards me. And I was like, no! But he didn't blow up, luckily. Because that would have stunk if I had lost all my stuff in the house. But so I had to go up there. I'll show you when we walk back in there. But I had to light up the upper area. Which I probably should have done originally. I just didn't think like a mob could spawn up there. So the whole point of chopping the trees down is to get the wood. So I want to make sure I get as much wood as I can. Probably come back out here. Hi, creeper. Dang, that stinks. Figured he would have exploded, but it's just like... Dang it. Zombie, I'm trying to do a thing. I know, I'm out here at night. I don't know what I expected, but... Yeah, we'll go back over now. This stopped, I think it's just full. Oh no, it is out of power. It stopped a couple times because it was full, so... I'm assuming this is where the chest is supposed to be. I really don't know. Factory is running. It says the front. So... But if you can see the torches up there, I had to go up there and light that area up, because I'm assuming that's where he spawned. And he tried to kill me in my own house. How could he? Okay. So... Close wood in here. Got some bricks. Bricks, bricks, bricks. And I'm gonna do that. And that. Boom, we got a building. Now we need a quarry. Oh, I need 2 more bricks apparently. Some paper. Rice somewhere. I don't know, some outside if nothing else. Rice, rice, rice. The cure-all for everything. Sugar, food, paper. Who needs anything else? I don't know if I said this, but the thing that lets you right-click on plants to harvest them instead of like having to break them and replant them, that's Pam's Harvest Craft, and it's something that I think should be incorporated in vanilla Minecraft. Because I hate having to like break and replant. I just wish Pam's Harvestcraft didn't give me, like, a bunch of seeds. Like, if it gave me, like, maybe, like, a chance to get a seed, okay, fine. But if I'm not breaking the plant, I don't require a seed. I'm just saying. So, oh yeah, I need 4 diamonds. I do plan on using the, well, either I'm going to use the environmental tech quarry. Oh, I do have the bricks. Or I'm going to use a ender quarry or the quantum quarry from Extra Utilities. Because both are pretty cool, so we'll see. Because the quantum quarry requires you to go to the end, get end rods. It also requires you to kill the wither. So we're a little bit out of that, One of those, and then I want anybody who didn't watch my server play. I like the clearing quarry because basically, so the regular quarry will replace all blocks with dirt, okay, but the clearing quarry will basically just go, every block is gone. So just like a regular like quarry would, just destroys all the blocks. So that way you can very easily tell like what blocks you've mined and what blocks you have not mined. So, alright. Let's see, so I wonder if, cause like I feel like we should have gotten something by now. Right? One mob every 200 minutes. Water chest. Don't want. Let me read this guy again. So this, gosh dang it. This says once you've formed a factory, you need 2 things. The easy one of these is somewhere to put the generated loots. By default, the inventory must be placed in front of the mob factory. So, I wonder if that means... I have to clean out my inventory. I wonder if that means here. Because I thought it meant... Or does it mean, like, in front of this block? I don't know. I'll have to watch a thing and check on it. Let's see. Filling the internal buffer. This is empty, but as long as my base isn't drained. Yeah, my base is good because I separated it, so that was the good thing. Let me do my inventory a little. Rotten flesh. So I think since I got half of the things I need. What else do I need? Solar cells. Wow. So I need lapis. Probably redstone. Oop, not iron. It's redstone. Probably iron. And that glass. This stuff. 9 of these. 3, 4, 5. Right, because I need 3 apiece. You need to make 9. I got 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't judge me, that's just how I do math, okay? Okay, and then it's 5. What am I missing? Oh, that's not enough quartz glass, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this real quick. I really need to upgrade this all the way. I did find these like capacitors. I think I said this. Power of Ender Skull. I have a nice. I need to look up like what these capacitors are supposed to do. So I really don't know that they do anything. Okay, good. Recipe, boom, nice. All right. So then the other thing I need is modifiers, right? Cores. And I need 4 of these. So I need another. What is that? 4 apiece, and I need 4. So I need 16 of those. I don't know why I came over here for this. Don't question me. No, dang it. Keep smelting more glass. I think I can pulverize this back into sand, but it's gonna probably go into the smeltery by default because like that's what it's gonna try and do. But I can pulverize it back into sand, so that's good. Not that it matters, I live next to a desert, but and 4 blocks of iron. Boom. And smooth down. And so I got almost everything I need. I just need a little bit more gold. So between episodes I'm gonna mine some gold and then prepare myself to set up a golden core. That looks pretty cool. Set up a builder quarry mode, and then we should be getting resources. Then after we start getting resources, I will probably get into refined storage because refined storage is awesome and very, very helpful, especially once you have a quarry and need a place to put a bunch of items. So we'll probably work on that. Until then, I will see you guys next time, okay?